Samuel Leroy Jackson is an American actor. One of the most widely recognized actors of his generation, the films in which he has appeared have collectively grossed more than $27 billion worldwide, making him the highest-grossing actor of all time. In 2022, he received the Academy Honorary Award as a cultural icon whose dynamic work has resonated across genres and generations and audiences worldwide. Samuel L. Jackson's life story is not just one of talent and success but of resilience, transformation, and an unrelenting drive to carve out his place in Hollywood. Born on December 21, 1948, in Washington, D.C., and raised in Chattanooga, Tennessee, Jackson's early years were shaped by the struggles of the segregated South. He grew up in a household where his mother, Elizabeth Jackson, worked as a factory worker and later as a supplies buyer for a mental institution. His father, Roy Henry Jackson, was largely absent from his life, living separately in Kansas City and eventually dying of alcoholism. Without a strong father figure, Jackson found solace in his mother's determination to provide him with a better life, and it was through her hard work that he developed the resilience that would later define his career. As a child, Jackson suffered from a severe stutter, which made him self-conscious and hesitant to speak in front of others. This speech impediment became a major challenge, but it also pushed him to find ways to express himself differently. Reading became his escape, and he developed a love for storytelling, an interest that would unknowingly lead him toward acting. Despite his struggle with speech, Jackson was a bright student and attended segregated schools in Chattanooga. He later enrolled at Morehouse College in Atlanta, a historically black college that played a crucial role in his personal and political awakening. Morehouse was where Jackson's life took a turn, not only in terms of his career path but also in his social and political consciousness. Initially studying marine biology, he later shifted his focus to drama after discovering an affinity for performance. The civil rights movement was in full swing during his college years, and Jackson became deeply involved in activism. His radicalization led him to participate in protests, including a 1969 incident where he and several students held members of the Morehouse College Board of Trustees hostage, demanding reforms in the school's curriculum and governance. This bold act resulted in his suspension, forcing him to take a 2-year hiatus from school. During this time, he worked as a social worker in Los Angeles before eventually returning to Morehouse to complete his degree in drama. After graduating, Jackson moved to New York City in pursuit of an acting career. He immersed himself in the theater scene, performing in stage productions while struggling to make ends meet. The 1970s and early 1980s were marked by his efforts to establish himself in the industry, but it was a slow and arduous process. He landed small roles in plays and television, often taking on minor, forgettable characters. While his talent was undeniable, Hollywood was not yet ready to embrace him as a leading man. During this time, Jackson developed a serious drug addiction, primarily to cocaine and heroin. This battle with substance abuse nearly derailed his career before it even took off. It wasn't until 1991, when his family staged an intervention, that he finally sought help. He entered rehab, and upon his release, he landed the role of a crack addict in Spike Lee's Jungle Fever. The role was eerily reflective of his real-life struggles, and his raw, unfiltered performance stunned audiences and critics alike. It was a breakout moment, showcasing Jackson's ability to channel his personal demons into his craft. From there, his career took off. Directors recognized his commanding screen presence, distinct voice, and ability to bring intensity to any role. Quentin Tarantino, a then-rising filmmaker, took notice of Jackson's talent and cast him in Pulp Fiction 1994. This film changed everything. His portrayal of Jules Winfield, the philosophical hitman with a penchant for biblical monologues, became legendary. Performance earned him an Academy Award nomination and solidified his place in Hollywood. With Pulp Fiction, Jackson became one of the most sought-after actors in the industry. He followed it up with a string of memorable roles in films like Die Hard with a Vengeance 1995, A Time to Kill 1996, and Jackie Brown 1997. Each performance added another layer to his persona. He could be the tough, street-smart action hero, the intense villain, or the charismatic mentor. His ability to seamlessly shift between different genres made him invaluable in Hollywood. The late 1990s and early 2000s saw Jackson's career reach even greater heights. He joined the Star Wars franchise as Mace Windu, a role that allowed him to tap into the world of science fiction and further expand his fanbase. He also took on iconic roles in films like Unbreakable 2000 and its sequel Glass 2019, showcasing his ability to portray complex, morally ambiguous characters. Jackson's work ethic became legendary. Unlike many actors who slow down after reaching a certain level of success, he continued to take on multiple projects each year. His distinct voice led to numerous opportunities in voice acting, with roles in animated films, video games, and commercials. His narration work and distinctive delivery made him a pop culture fixture beyond just film. His collaboration with Quentin Tarantino continued with standout performances in Kill Bill, Volume 2, 2004, Django Unchained, 2012, and The Hateful Eight, 2015. His role as Steven in Django Unchained was particularly controversial, as he portrayed a house slave who was more loyal to his master than to his own people. Jackson defended the role, explaining that it was a necessary representation of historical realities, even if it made audiences uncomfortable. In addition to his work in serious dramas and action films, Jackson found success in blockbuster franchises. His portrayal of Nick Fury in the Marvel Cinematic Universe cemented his status as one of the most recognizable faces in Hollywood. From his first post-credits appearance in Iron Man 2008 to his leading role in the Avengers films, he became the connective tissue that linked the expansive Marvel universe together. His portrayal of Fury, tough, intelligent, and always in control, was widely praised, and the character quickly became a fan favorite. Despite his immense success, Jackson never lost touch with his roots. He frequently speaks about his early struggles, his battle with addiction, and the lessons he learned along the way. His marriage to LaTanya Richardson, an actress and producer, has been one of the most stable aspects of his life. Together since 1980, the couple has weathered the ups and downs of Hollywood, raising their daughter Zoe while supporting each other's careers. Jackson's impact extends beyond the screen. He is deeply involved in philanthropic efforts, particularly in supporting education, civil rights, and health initiatives. His contributions to historically Black colleges, including his alma mater, Morehouse, have helped pave the way for future generations of Black students. He has also been an outspoken advocate for social justice, using his platform to address issues such as racial inequality and police brutality. As he continues to take on new roles, Jackson remains a testament to the power of perseverance. He defied the odds, overcame personal and professional struggles, and built a career that few actors can match. His story is one of triumph, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to his craft. Whether playing a hardened hitman, a Jedi Master, or a cunning villain, Samuel L. Jackson's presence on screen is undeniable. He is not just an actor. He is an institution, a legend whose impact on cinema will be felt for generations to come. Well, Samuel L. Jackson's sisters Alvina Critchfield and Mary Layla Carl Martin are both deceased.